Hi. Welcome back. Today we are doing something very special I wanted to do for a long time. Let me show you what it is. Don't mind the cash. We were saving for some big thing today. And here it is. We have right now 17 of the special ships from the boss bounties. It's from the bot. I think it's weapon and ship pack. And these are the beauties. I know there are more of these ships to get, but I just couldn't wait to play with them and try them out. So later when we add some mods, we will be able to get more of these ships and do another video with them. First things first, we have to repair them, and I guess it won't be cheap. Well, it cannot be that bad, can it? Yes. Let's do this. Bye money. Oh, do we have enough? Well, now I'm officially poor. At the beginning we had like 42 millions. Oh god, what will my mama tell me? I spent like 30 something millions. And now it's the time to equip these beauties.
24 hours later.
Alright guys, so we have finished. It took me like around, I guess, 4 hours equipping this ship and playing with them, so I get some understanding of them, how strong they are and how fun they are. So the first thing I noticed is that these ships are stronger than their vanilla counterparts. Balancing factor of these ships is usually that they cost more to deploy. They are all very strong, but I think that this is a good thing, because as you have seen, this is a heavy late game investment, because not only you have to win against these boss bounties, which are sometimes ridiculously hard, and you need feats like 5 astrals with 5 paragons to even have a chance, then you have to repair them, and the repairing cost is usually around 6 million. So all of this investment makes these things quite worth your time, and in late game you can have some ridiculous fun and carnage. Now I would start with the Zeus. Baby, this thing is incredible, mainly because it has 5 large weapon slots aiming in the same direction. This is the build. So first things first, without general against, for example, Paragon. As you can see, it costs 65 points to deploy, and let's go. And it's done. So as you can see, it's a bit better than Paragon, but that's the point. Like, Paragon is the best ship in the game. This is Paragon but upgraded, and we haven't even used a general. But when we use Helmut here, Helmut is kinda a beefy guy. And now let's see how it goes against 300 ordnance point with fully decked out general in late game. Good. The only thing that is doing problem to us is the Paragon, because he has a huge range as well. Good. Oh no! And now last the Paragon, so should be easy. So it took some time, but yes, we have a graveyard. We took them all out with one single ship. So yes, it's amazing. So this is the build. Yeah, try it out. I think this ship is ridiculously strong. Next we have Aerys. Damn, this is a beefy onslaught. It costs 50 ordnance points, and let's take another onslaught. And we're winning. Okay, so we won. The main difference between normal onslaught is these large points. They are in the front, as you can see this one. But it also doesn't have the special lasers the onslaught has, the thermal pulse laser. To be honest, ship isn't a crazy overpowered. It does something different, so if you like yourself an onslaught, You should definitely try it out. Now, guys, my favorite ship, the Yamato. It is absolutely amazing because, as you know, I love my conquest. That's why I love this thing. It's super fast, versatile, and it has bunch of weapons and great firepower. Also, it has bunch of flags, so it can sustain firepower that it has. Firstly, we will try it without the general. It's a hefty 60 points to deploy. So this is the main gun, and it's super fun. You fire this laser, and it does so much damage. Oh, shit, onslaught, jump toss. This is what is amazing about this ship. It's not maybe strong as Paragon in the firepower department, but it's super flexible. Like, you can dodge things, you can play around things. And the firepower is also insane. And it's done. And now let's put a general on it, and you will see what this thing is capable of. Alright, so let's go. Fire the torpedoes. Nah, we didn't manage to. Now this capital ship. Good. Continuing the fire. Ah, so close. Maybe we'll got him? No, so close. Oh no, we're getting charged. And now this is why this ship is better than the others. It's the mobility. We can get immediately out of the troubles. Nice, we got it. And now full broadsides to the fighters. Prepare. And they're done. And we are done. So, as you can see, this thing is lovely. Next up on the list is the Nike, or Nike, whatever the hell you wanna call it, man. Well, the layout, as you can see, is quite weird. When you compare this ship to regular Conquest, so the difference is you don't have two large weapons, but you have two medium. Also, you have much more rocket pods and one slot for anything you want. Alright, finally. But it took some time. It might sound weird, guys. Most of you will write, Uran, you're an idiot. It's so much better. But yes, I prefer my conquest. And not only you have to repair it for insane amount of money. This costs around 50 points to deploy, and this is only 40. And I prefer the conquest. So, hey, why do I think that? Because you are still using broadside, and your broadside isn't as strong. There's no point in this being universal, because you have to use the rocket, because you will still point the other way. So this ship is weak, in my opinion, at least. But now, something more interesting, the Lion. This thing is fabulous. It's basically an Odyssey with more firepower, because it has 4 large slots, it has 3 universal, so you have such a strong broadside firepower. Like, we had trouble defeating the Onslaught with the Nike, and now let's see what this thing does. It has speed boost, and it's done. It's a night and day difference for me, like this thing. This is so much better in my opinion. And the Leviathan. Yes, this ugly thing. This one is special because it's not necessarily a fighting ship. Well, you have stuff to fight with, and it's basically a carrier with good enough space. It has 2000 cargo, so basically you can use it as cargo ship, and you probably should because it's pretty great. If we run the simulation, it costs only 30 points to deploy, so it's basically a carrier. Like, for 4 slots for fighters, it's pretty decent, and it has a bunch of rockets as well. Also, the special ability is insane because it refills fighters, and you can send them again and again. And now for the Lucifer. This thing is great. It's basically a Doom. It's great in the player's hand, not as good in the AI's. Let's get more people, okay? And now. Good, one down. Now let's say hi to this thing. Let's say hello to the conquest. Hi. Now the onslaught. So what can I say? It's a phase ship. You will destroy everything if you are piloting it. Alright, let's go through the small ships. Frankenstein, yeah. So it shoots these things and they're really strong. I think it's worth it. It's super fun. It's unique. So yeah, big thumbs up. Now we have the Emperor. This is a great ship. It costs only 32 points. A huge amount of firepower. Great ship. This thing, this one costs 40 points to deploy, and to be honest, I think it's very meh. I don't know what's the point of this ship. I think it's weak for 40 points. I really do mean it. I think it's bad. But this one, this Diablo ship, this is an amazing ship. 35 only. Oh, it's not even 40 points. As you can see, even without general, it does a lot of damage. It has great firepower. Maybe this build isn't the greatest because it uses quite a lot of flux. You can play with it, and I think this is a great ship. Now the Apex, it's really good. Cool iteration of the Ego. The difference is that you have the large slot here. Okay, now we have the Raptor. I like the ship. It has quite simple arrangement of the weapon slots. And now these two last thing. This one is decent. This one is super strong. And I will show you why. If you run it, it costs 20 points. This thing is super mobile. It teleports. And as you can see, the onslaught has no chance. Like, this ship is too mobile, I think. And it's super strong. Which are the best in my opinion. Zeus is definitely overpowered, overpowered. It's really strong. It's basically a Paragon, but a bit stronger. And that tells you something, because Paragon is basically the strongest ship in the vanilla. Then we have the Yamato. It doesn't have an amazing firepower, but it's super fun to play with. And it's mobile and versatile, and I love this ship. And then last would be going to the Gorgon. It is cheap, it is fast, and it has a bunch of firepower. I'm very curious, what ships are your favorites from this bunch? I hope you enjoyed, guys, and I will see you next time. Ciao, ciao.
Like and subscribe.